We're back with another update for the Predator. This video, we're going to go over the new inside bar auto trader that can be used for either full auto or semi-auto trading. If you want a free trial of the Predator, just join our Discord. The link is going to be down below. There you'll always find the latest updates and a bunch of other NinjaTrader related content as well. But without wasting too much time, let's get into it. Now, the main logic behind an inside bar is to find a period of consolidation. Then from that period of consolidation, all we're trying to do is enter at the breakout. And there really isn't a bullish or bearish inside bar. You can add other indicators to determine your direction, but the inside bar by itself is just indecision between the buyers and the sellers. And how we define the inside bar is just when the current high and the current low are between the previous candle's high and low. It's the same whether you have a green inside bar or a red inside bar, as long as the high and the low are between the high and the low of the previous candle. So now that we have that information, let's go into the properties and see how we can customize this to fit our own order entries. To use inside bars with the Predator, we must be in either hybrid or classic Predator mode. This is going to show the O2B auto entry section. In this video, we're going to stick with hybrid just because that's what most people use. So once we have our mode selected, let's scroll down to our O2B auto entry section, and we're going to select the new inside bar button option. And this is just going to be available for version 2.1.9 or later. So if you haven't upgraded yet, make sure you're in 2.1.9. If you just installed the new version, make sure to follow the instructions on the update video to make sure this is installed properly. You must restart NinjaTrader after you import the Predator. So with that, let's go back to our inside bar section. We select the inside bar button and we're going to see some options appear here. The first option is your trade inside bars. When we select this option, we're just telling the Predator, hey, look for an inside bar and enter when there's a break of an inside bar. So as long as all of your other conditions are true, this is going to make it so it actually enters a trade when it detects an inside bar. Your next option is the inside bar offset. And this is going to help us define what an inside bar is. So just to get a visual of what we're looking at, I'm just going to enable the strategy. Scroll back up. So with a value of 0, that means your inside bar's high must be lower than the previous bar's high, and your inside bar's low must be higher than your previous bar's low. The 0 just means you have up to the same tick. So if the high is the same price as the previous bar's high, then it is a valid trade. If the low is the same as the previous bar's low, then your inside bar is still valid. So I'm just going to disable this strategy and show a different example of how this offset works. So with a value of 0, the values must be the same or within the previous bar. If we use a negative number, that's just going to tighten the criteria for the inside bar. So for example, we'll select -3 ticks. This is just going to mean your inside bar's high has to be 3 ticks under the previous bar's high, or the inside bar's low is 3 ticks above the previous bar's low. So just as an example, this was an inside bar before. Let's just enable it and see what it looks like now. And we'll scroll back up so we can see it. So in this case, because the inside bar's high was only 2 ticks below the previous bar's high, and we set a -3 offset, it no longer recognizes this as an inside bar. So same thing with this inside bar down here. The inside bar's low was less than 3 ticks from the previous bar's low. So because we have this negative offset, it no longer recognizes that as an inside bar. Now it's the complete opposite if we do a positive offset. So let me disable this strategy. We will change this to a +3 offset. And this just means your inside bar's high and low can go 3 ticks above or below the previous bar's high and low. Let's once more enable the strategy. And now we have a new inside bar that we did not have before. So this one, when it was at 0, it wasn't colored in because the high goes a little bit above the previous bar's high. But if you're okay with 1 or 2 ticks, this will give you an extra little offset so you can still take these inside bars. So that is completely up to you. I'm going to change it back to 0 just for the remainder of this video. All right, for our next option is the size of the inside bar. By default, we're going to have it at minimum size 1 tick, maximum size 999 ticks. And this is just going to mean that it's basically any size of bar, big or small, it's going to take that inside bar. But in here, you can define that. So if you don't want to take really small candles, so let's say we're trading after hours and there's like a 4 tick size bar, you sometimes don't want to take that because your stop size might be really small as well. So you can define that. Let's say we just want to take over 20 ticks. And you also have a max size for the complete opposite. If we get a scenario where there's a really big inside bar, like there's huge price action either direction, again, sometimes it's not worth the risk to take those big inside bars. You can define your max size limit in here as well. So that is completely up to you. I'm just going to leave it as default because for this demonstration, I just want to take any inside bar that comes. Now, these next options are just going to help you define which way you want your inside bar to take trades. And like I mentioned earlier, there's no specific bullish or bearish inside bar. It's just a period of consolidation. So I just have all of these check marked as default, but some users might just want to take your green inside bars long, red inside bars short. And then they don't want to take red inside bars long or green inside bars short. Really, you can customize this however you want. All these options do is it allows you to enter a trade in that direction based on the color of the inside bar. So any long trade, whether it's green or red, the long trades are going to enter when the next bar breaks above that inside bar. And the short trades, whether it's a green inside bar or a red inside bar, are going to enter when the candle breaks below that inside bar. So it's just a little more customization. It's there for those that need it. And then for the last option, I think it's very clear. It's just to color your inside bars. So whether you have a green inside bar or a red inside bar, you can customize whatever colors you want. So those are our main inside bar customization. Then we also have our tick offset entry. So if we set this to 1 or 2 ticks, that just means to enter long, the price has to break 2 ticks above the inside bar, or to enter short, the price has to break 2 ticks below the inside bar. And there are no confirmation candle options for the inside bars yet. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see added with this option. So now that we have our inside bar customized, let's add additional indicators and set up our order. We'll play this on the playback for a few days just to see how it works. And we'll try and make this video as quick as possible. So I'm just going to scroll down to our indicator section. I'm going to add a moving average just to set the direction of our inside bars. This is just going to mean it's only going to take long inside bars above the EMA or the short trades when the inside bar is below the EMA. So I'm just going to do a 21 period. And that's going to automatically filter out our trades. And yes, you can add any built-in indicators you want, or even create your own custom filter signals. That is all completely up to you. I'm just showing a quick example of how to set this up. So let's scroll down to our order. I'm just going to leave my stop loss at the high and low. This just means when I enter a long trade, it'll set my stop at the bottom of the inside bar. When I enter a short trade, it'll set my stop at the top of the inside bar. And with inside bars, because now we're working with minute charts, they can be all different sizes. I'm going to select an automatic position size. I'm going to risk, we'll say 250 per trade. I'm going to increase my max position size to 20, just in case I get a really small inside bar and I need a bigger position size just to keep the risk consistent. So I'm going to enter with a market order. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to do an RR profit. That's your risk to reward. So this is what I normally like to do in most strategies anyways. I usually take a quick profit of 0.7R. That just means the distance between your entry and your stop multiplied by 0.7. That gets added to your target. We'll see how this looks on the chart. And I don't set any trail stops for my first order, but I'll set a second profit target. Again, I'm going to do a risk to reward profit. This one I usually have it set, yeah, let's do 2R just to keep it easy. This just means it's the distance between my entry and my stop multiplied by 2. And for this one, I am going to set an ATR trail stop. I'll trail, yeah, 1.5R, that seems about good. And I'm going to start trailing only once it hits my first profit target. So that is the same RR distance as my first profit target. Once it hits that, then my ATR trail is going to start for the remaining profit. And one last thing, for my automatic position size, I do want to take most of my position size at the first target and then just trail the remaining small size. And just because I get this asked quite a bit, you can set additional filters here as well. I'm going to set a time filter, and here you can select the hours you want to trade. I find these inside bars work best when there is high volatility, so during the main market time. So usually around 9:30 or later works best. I'm going to start at 8 o'clock. You can finish your strategy whenever you want. So here it's just going to trade 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. This is the local time that your NinjaTrader is set to. And it's not going to exit trades when it's out of this time frame. It's just going to prevent new trades from taking place. But with that, I think we got everything we need. I don't want to make this video too long. I'm just going to enable this on the chart, and let's just replay this week. We have our June 17th to the 20th.
Order fill, order fill.
All right, so here our inside bar closed under our EMA. Then the next bar broke below the low of that inside bar. We entered a market order. It got us into our trade and hit our first profit target right away, and now it's just trailing the remaining size. It went a little too quick, but we'll just keep playing it. We're going to see a lot more examples. So it's just the ATR automatically
Order
trailing
filled.
down. Price reverse, got stopped out, that's fine. So because we're below the EMA, we're just looking for short trades right now. And now we're above, we can also look for long trades. It's wherever the inside bar closes. And again, you don't have to use EMA. This is just an example for the video.
Order submitted.
All right, so here we entered a new trade. This was a long trade. So just as an example, we had one inside bar, but then a new inside bar formed within that inside bar, so that one takes over. So here I'm just using a modified fib tool so we can see our risk to reward targets. We have our first target at 0.7R, then the remaining size at the 2R mark. So then once it reaches around here,
Order filled.
that's when our trail stop starts. So as you can see, our stop automatically moved up. So let me keep playing. So it looks like it could have run up a little while longer. That's okay. You guys can adjust your profit targets and your trail stops any way you want. And here we got a inside bar. It broke below, but because we're still above the EMA, we didn't enter any trades. So now we are past the 4 o'clock. That means no more trades until 8 o'clock the next day. All right, now we're at 8 o'clock. We should start looking for inside bars now.
Order
There's
filled.
one. So even though it was a green inside bar, again, there's no direction when it comes to inside bars. It was below the EMA, so the short trades are valid. So as soon as it broke below the inside bar, it entered as short. And it was a market order, so we ended up with a little bit better price. That's okay, works in our favor this time. We'll keep playing it.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
So again, another inside bar just to the short side because we're below the EMA.
Order filled.
And here we had an inside bar, but it never broke to the short side, so there was no valid short entry. And again, these inside bars never broke below, no valid trade. And we are past the 4 o'clock mark, no more trades.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, here we got an inside bar. It was a loser, that's fine. So this was more of a rougher day. There was just one entry the entire day. It was a loser. There were no other valid entries. We had an inside bar above the EMA, never triggered long. And this one, again, it never triggered on the next candle. The next candle was not an inside bar. There was no trade. So that's okay. Not every day is going to be good. And I also just made this strategy up, so definitely adjust to your own settings. And we'll just see how the week ends.
Order filled.
All right, so here we finally get another inside bar. It was below the EMA. We're good for a short.
Order filled. Order filled.
Another inside bar, another short entry. Seems the inside bars work best when there is a lot of volume, because we are just trying to find that consolidation within that volatility.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Another short. This was a good day for a short.
Order filled. Order submitted.
All right, it's past the 4 p.m. mark. I only have data up to the 20th. Today's the 21st. We're still in the middle of the trading day. But I'm going to cut the video here. I hope you guys found this video useful in setting up your inside bar strategy. But as always, take care. Enjoy.